All right, guys, welcome back to some more Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. Today, we're finally finishing the game. I mean, we already finished like two endings. We did the secret ending and the true ending. True ending being keeping the little gadget we're getting the upgrades on and escaping from the factory, and then the I guess best ending probably so far, which is the secret ending, which you need all collectibles for because you need to finish Moon EXE, which then you just beat the game and open up the secret doors with that new glitch code you got from beating Moon EXE. Now, today we're doing the bad ending. I know this is kind of weird. This should have probably been my first ending. What I like to do with games is do the hardest ending, and then we do the easiest ending, right? That's how I do that. So the hardest ending was the secret. That's the first one I did. The first one I did was the true ending because I didn't know that for the secret ending you had to beat Moon EXE. So I messed up on that note. However, the first ending was the true ending we got, and then the second one was the secret, and now today we're doing the bad ending. And cool enough, when I get this bad ending, I will be hitting platinum on Secret of the Mimic. So thank you guys for the support on the videos. They've been pretty well. Actually more than I expected. So I appreciate that, and I continue to love your guys' support. I can't wait to support you throughout the rest of this year when it comes to content. I was going to do Mind's Eye, but I'm going to wait till that gets a couple fixes and patches. Not saying I have issues with it. I have not touched it, but I've heard so much that I'm waiting for it to get better before I stream it. Yeah. So right now for this month, we got Secret of the Mimic. Now because I'm not doing Mind's Eye, I had to fill in the slots until July because there's nothing coming out till July. So what am I doing? Before we get into it, we will stick that in the ending. In the ending, I'll tell you what I'm going to do when we finish this game. I have a couple things planned, so stay tuned for the ending if you want. So, we're here in the administration building getting the last upgrade. That's all we need. And then we just go to the office, and that's it. We give up our thingy, our recording thing, whatever it's called, the thing we're putting the upgrades on, and we just leave. Like, those are all the upgrades we have. We just need the last one, and we're good. We go to the office, we finish this game, we're good. Actually really surprised how well we're doing with this administration Chica part so far. This is the worst part, guys, for me. This is the one that made me cry when I got that glitch, because I was like, oh hell no, I'm gonna have to do this part all over again. Luckily for me, I didn't. I did have to do it all over again, but I beat it first try. And then when we were doing the secret ending, I actually died once, but I beat it the second try. So the more endings I do for this game, the better I get at completing it without getting caught, which I think is good, ultimately. So, yeah, I think we can finish this one first try. Oh my god, that's my fault. Never mind, I just jinxed myself. I didn't think he was right there, or she. God damn, bro. I was gonna risk it, but I actually decided to wait until she passed by. I was gonna run all the way to the locker over there, but I wasn't gonna risk it, because if I didn't make it, I was gonna cry. Where'd she go? I'm not risking. I'm gonna wait till she goes back down the hallway. And instead of running to that locker, I think I might just run to the far locker. Like, all the way down the hall, because I do not want to be caught in that area. Guys, she's still there. I gotta wait till she leaves. If I get out right now, I could possibly die. I cannot risk that. There she goes, there she goes. I'm streaming, mama. I'm risking it now. I'm not gonna lie, I was just gonna go into the locker, but I said, fuck that. You can eat my booty cheeks, chica. I'm not going in that locker. Yeah. Alright, we're on the last part. The only part I think might take me a little... I feel like the only part that might give me problems, because this one didn't take too long. I did die once because I was being a little greedy. I feel like the one that is actually going to be annoying this time around, as it always is the rock cat, the white... My fiance keeps saying his name, and I can't remember it. The guitar cat, the something rock cat, white claw rock cat. I don't remember his or her name, but I keep forgetting it. It's something rock cat. White rock cat or something. White rocker cat. White tiger cat. Something. I don't remember. I keep saying it wrong. I can't remember the name. But I think that sequence is going to be a little bit difficult. The first part, not really. But after that, most likely, guaranteed, going to be very difficult for me. And I'm not looking forward to that. But I'm glad that we are gonna be... What the hell? Are you shitting me? Sorry guys, had a text. Let's restart that. What the hell happened there, bro? You're Duke bullshit. That's what's going on. I gotta be fast. Oh my god, that was so close. Done. We got it. Alright, now we go into Edwin's office and we get ready to go down to that elevator to do the cat sequence, which I just want to get out of the way. Once we get that done, though, we just go straight to the office, and we just give up the thing. So, really, that's the last, I guess, boss or area we have until we're done with the game. I don't even know. I should have streamed yesterday, because we were basically done. I just wanted to stop at this annoying part, just so y'all could see me beat it again pretty quickly. I should have started a bit before. I should have stopped yesterday a bit before. Because right now we're at 11 minutes and we're about to be on the final sequence. There's no way I can stretch this at least to an hour. I was trying to stretch it to 45 minutes, but not like purposely dying, but I thought it was going to at least take me 45 minutes. Apparently not. If we're lucky, we get a 30-minute sequence. She's going to be right there. Screw you, chica. I guarantee you guys right now, I'm going to die on that cat sequence at least once. So we'll at least make it to 20 minutes. I'm going to try to get that 30-minute sequence in, but... Because I feel like 30 minutes is a sweet, like, bittersweet ending for everything, right? Once we beat it, I can tell you guys my plans for the rest of this month's content. We don't need to grab any of these since we got it. We just got to beat the game, boys. We just got to beat it. My cat is waking up from her nap. She sees I'm next to her and she's like, what's going on? Alright. White tiger cat thingy. I'm ready. I'm ready for you. I'm not. I take it back. I'm not ready. I'm actually scared. I'm not ready. I'm scared. Where's the light? Okay, cool. Are you shitting me? Okay, I guess we gotta go that way. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm scared. I'm actually scared. Why? Look, guys, I have no problem with the dark. I'm literally like a vampire. All I do in my house is mostly in the dark. I don't like having the lights on 24/7, so I save a lot on my light bill, minus my electricity when it comes to streaming and gaming a lot. But I don't have the lights on a lot. But I absolutely hate lights. I'm literally a vampire. They mess with my eyes. I hate them. I prefer the darkness. So, oh boy, there's no lights. Okay, I was like, it's funny that this is scaring me. I don't think it's scary because of the darkness. I feel like it's scary because I don't know what to do. My God, I mean, I do know what to do, but goddamn, cat. Okay, there's a switch. He was right there too. Give me another light. Give me another. Thank you. He was right there. Y'all saw that, right? Like I almost bumped into his. Nah, you got it, player. I already told you guys we would probably pass this part. Like no worries. It's the second and third part I'm worried about. Those are annoying, especially that third part. It's actually really easy if you're pretty quick with it and you don't really procrastinate. But this second part that I'm about to do right now, this one's a little... It's annoying. I absolutely hate it. So I'm hoping we can do this on first try. If we do, we can end it really nicely and clutch it up. Which will be a surprise. I'm not going that way. You got me messed up. It'll be the first time I actually clutch this game, beating it on the first try. I need another light. Come on. Don't do this to me. Fuck it. I'm just gonna run for it. I was gonna cry, but I'm just gonna run for it. Nope. What the? Okay, dude. Yo, W! We passed the second part without dying. No way! I'm not gonna say what I want to say, because I feel like that's gonna mess me up. Okay. Where now? Alright. I see the blue arrow. Oh, I see him right there. I'm running for it, though. You got it. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, well, now I can say it. I was going to say, can we actually do it without getting caught by him once on the first try? Clearly not. We just died. Can we do it on the second try? Because I usually die a couple times when it comes to this bitch. Sorry, excuse me, but I hate him. I hate him. I think he's a really cool design, but I hate that he lurks in the darkness like a freaking demon. Like, I mean, I lurk in the darkness, but that's besides the point. And again, guys, like I said, I'm not afraid of the dark. It's just... It's not the dark... Okay. I didn't expect them to be so close. It's not the dark that scares me. It's how annoying it is. Like, you can't see nothing in this sequence. And that's obviously because it's dark. But come on, dude. Like, you have to be like this? Really? We're doing this? Like, come on, man. I know you're nearby. You can go eat my booty cheeks. Come on! Dude. That's not fair. You didn't give me anywhere to run. There were no other freaking lights. Screw you, man. That's the third death. I'm actually mad at this. This happened. I'm not surprised because this happens every single time. This is my third time dying. And, I should have known something was up the minute I freaking made it to this part without dying once. I should have known all the ending, like all the deaths were gonna happen in this final area. Fucking bullshit, man. For real. Should I run for that? Yeah. I wasn't gonna run for it, but he's like on my ass, so I said I have to. I'm running for that one. Okay. This is the last thing. We got a checkpoint though. Okay. I'm trying not to be scared, and I'm trying to clear this area fast, guys. I'm actually genuinely terrified though, because he keeps popping up out of nowhere and scaring the shit out of me. Like, he's not catching me, but he is popping up and scaring me. Okay, just follow the floors, guys. Follow the arrows on the floor. He's right there, too. Let's go, let's go! Yeah, fuck you, Tiger Rock. I think that's his name. I think that's his name, Tiger Rock. Is it weird that I actually got his name correct because I'm so mad at how annoying he is? So it took me like 4 deaths, but we beat him. Not bad though. Not bad. And they happen all quickly. We're about to be at 20 minutes, so I think we're probably going to end it at 25 minutes. Like, there's no way we can press it any longer, which is fine. I was just hoping it to be at least a 30-minute video. I didn't think it was going to be an hour video, but I was expecting at least a 30 to 45 minute video. We're right here at 20 minutes, so... Oh, hold on, guys. Clearing out. Apparently I had some downloads going. But yeah, we're right here at 20 minutes, and I'm pretty sure the whole ending cutscene will give us about 5 minutes, so let's see. Okay, let's talk to him.
Well done, Arnie. I didn't think you could do it, but here you are. That data diver has exact permissions, and you found the blueprints. You made it the farthest, farther than I had expected. I can't believe it was you. Put that data diver in the inventory system. It'll go right to where it's needed.
Alright guys, this is it. This is the last ending for Secret of the Mimic. And the Platinum unlock. Let's go. Oh, it's been a long time coming, including my first playthrough, which completely bugged on the ending.
Good work.
Now what?
A job well done.
Okay, what do I do? That does not sound right. That sounds...
It's over.
No, it doesn't sound over.
I've opened the garage for you. You can just hop in your van and drive home.
You know the craziest thing, though? They could have opened the garage at any moment to let me out. They just wanted this driver. So there's a theory, he's like, it's over. That doesn't sound right. Look at this. The gate is closed. How do I get out? How do I get out if the gate is closed, my guy?
I don't know why you're still here.
The gate is closed. That's why I'm still here. How do I get out? Oh, I can't. Wait. I can't get up. I can't get out that way because I don't have the thing I just gave up.
You've done everything you came here to do.
Where do I go? This way? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. There we go. Clock out. Hand over the data driver and leave the building. A job well done. And I unlock platinum. Golden hours. Obtain all other trophies. Okay. Let's clear that real quick and then we'll watch this ending. So after this ending, I'm going to give a theory. For anyone wondering.
Arnold, there you are. I've been trying to get a hold of you all night. Why didn't you answer? Fazbear Entertainment has no other option but to let you go.
What? I just talked to you. You told me to give you the data diver and I could go home.
So you admit it? You misplaced company property.
No, I gave it to you.
Fazbear Entertainment will hold you personally responsible for lost or stolen property. What did you expect would happen?
I did everything you told me to.
Don't call us. Our lawyers will be calling you.
Okay, so obviously we die. That's the ending. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Oh, I can't. Damn it! I thought it. Can I skip it? We're gonna get copyright because of the music. There's Chica, we're Freddy, and there's Bonnie. Well, early stages of all of them. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys my theory that my fiance figured out. And it makes more sense now when this ending comes into play. I'm a sucker for Easter eggs in games when it's in a franchise and they have Easter eggs to the callbacks and stuff. And FNAF does it really well, and it always has. And they're always nice little tidbits, right? So, the theory is Dispatch that is following us throughout the game is actually Fiona. And, well, I think it was confirmed. I'm not sure. I guess people have been doing research, but it's Fiona trying to keep us away from the Mimic and what's going on here. We do not listen if we do the secret ending or true ending, and then she's forced to let us in and ask for our help to go to the house and deal with the Mimic and Edwin and stuff, right? And then true ending, we escape, but the Mimic, which is M2, M1 is Fiona, M2 wants the data driver for the upgrade. That's why in the bad ending, he asked for us to give it up. And guess what? The Mimic got it to upgrade itself to get stronger or smarter or whatever. Well, when he said, hey, I just gave you the data driver, that wasn't Fazbear Entertainment. That wasn't the real Dispatch. That was the Mimic. So you were played, you gave it to the Mimic, not to Fazbear Entertainment. So in reality, you didn't give it to them. And yes, you misplaced stolen property because you gave it to the Mimic, not them. And they didn't tell you to go there. The Mimic wanted you to come here in hopes that you could get the schematics and help him get upgraded. So, which is kind of crazy, because in the bad ending, they just said it. Like, we've been trying to call you all night, because guess what? That was never Dispatch that told him to go take care of this. That was the Mimic. That's why he was completely ignoring all his warnings for calling people and shit. Like, it's crazy, right? And in the secret ending, when he, I guess, turns the Mimic back into David, because the Mimic was meant to mimic David and Edwin. That's why at the end, when we found that audio log in the house, where he's literally, the Mimic is playing, voicing like it's David, and completely ignoring Edwin dying, it's because of he's mimicking Edwin's self when he would say that to David. And then obviously David died, and he started mimicking that murderous death intent. And then Edwin ended up taking out his anger for David's death on the mimic, beating it and breaking it. That was another audio log. And then promised to fix it, never to fix it. So then when Edwin needed help, he needed to be fixed, healed up. The mimic said, no, ain't got no time. Treated him like he treated David. An eye for an eye, basically. And then on top of that, he's like, hey, I'm dying. I need help. Call 911. Well, you damaged me and you promised to fix me and you didn't. So you're damaged now and you want me to fix you and I'm not going to. Like, it's the polar opposites. Is like, if Edwin was never how he was to David or the mimic, none of that would have happened. Like, he probably would have helped him, which is kind of crazy. He wrote his own sins, but that's how it goes. And then, obviously, in the bad ending, the mimic gets us because we know too much. And we'll tell Fazbear Entertainment what happened and what went down. They'll know, and they'll probably come in to deal with it. And I guess the mimic didn't want that yet. In the true ending, we leave with it. We escape with it. So he hunts us down, gets us in a car crash, and steals it back. Because he still wanted the upgrade. In the bad ending, we give him the upgrade. But we know too much, so he has to kill us. In the secret ending, we bring the upgrade to him. And we upgrade him, but not the way he wants. We upgrade him back to what he was. So he's calm and not so evil now. Right? So as far as the canon ending goes, what I keep hearing is it's the bad ending because we don't know who Arnold is in the other games or the books or stuff, right? So the canon ending is probably the bad ending. I really wish it was the secret ending because that ending, even though it was kind of creepy, it had extra steps, which made it more entertaining for a real official ending. And I guess the true ending could have been cool too because we escaped, but we survived and then he took the data driver. Although that wouldn't make sense because Arnold is not in the other games or the story or the books, right? So that wouldn't make sense, right? So the bad ending is probably the real ending. Nevertheless, this game is really good. I'm going to compare it. I'm going to rate it, just a quick rating. I'm going to compare it to Security Breach since the way it plays and everything goes is basically like Security Breach with the free roam and stuff. It is a bit shorter. It is a bit smaller than Security Breach, but that one was huge, right? And then that one had a ruined DLC, so. I think Security Breach, I gave it an 8.5 at the time. I didn't really have problems with it. I remember when it launched, it had a lot of bugs to people, mostly on PC. I didn't have a single bug until the ending when I did the secret ending. When I went to the bottom to deal with Burn Trap and the Blob or whatever. I kept calling Freddy and he wouldn't let me inside him, so I couldn't beat that ending. But that's the only bug I ever had. So I never had those bug issues, so it never really lowered my experience for the game. But yeah, I gave that game an 8.5. This one, I feel like I like this one a bit more because it seemed more scarier to me. Maybe it was just a darker tone. And then like the sequence at the end where we were literally in darkness running away from that tiger. But this one just seems a bit more scarier. It doesn't have a lot of pretty bright lights and a lot of mini games like Security Breach did. And even though I love that setting way more, I feel like this one is a bit better because it's scarier. And that's what these games are all about. They're meant to scare you, right? So that one I gave 8.5, so I have to naturally give this one a higher. Oh, and I like that they have a lot of callbacks to the original FNAF. And original meaning how FNAF started, right? Like, there's early concepts of Bonnie. This is obviously the early version of Chica. Freddy's not made, but you see a lot of Freddy stuff. I mean, hell, in the ending when you have to go down to the factory to then go to the house, that looks like the pizza, the Five Nights at Freddy's pizza, like Pizzaplex. The stage is right there with the curtains that we go through. And there's the 3 animatronics that aren't built, but they're like half built, and that's Bonnie, Chica, not Bonnie, Bonnie, Freddy, and Chica. Those are the early versions of them, which leads me into a whole bunch of other theories, but yeah, that looks like he was, like Edwin was starting. Maybe he was working for Fazbear Entertainment. Maybe he was working for William Afton, because those are the early stages of how FNAF was made, and Freddy, Chica, all of them, they're there. Now, my fiance asked this question, and then I reminded her because I know some tidbits that I guess she forgot about. She's like, why isn't Foxy there? I'm like, Foxy wasn't part of the original. He was built after. That's why there's no Foxy, like, there on the stage, which makes perfect sense. It's just, it comes all together, and for the fans who love the originals and all the other games, they're really freaking good Easter eggs, right? So I love the secret ending and the true ending way more than the bad ending, obviously. No, but even though the bad ending might be canon, I love the secret ending the most. It had the most to do, but it was the most fun, and it felt like a really conclusive ending to this game. Although the way it ends would not make very much sense for Arnold and the books and the future games. So I get it. Unless the next game has Arnold in it, then we know one of those endings is the true ending. Like the canon ending. But yeah, really love this game because it's darker, more scarier, and I feel more intimidated to run and hide. At least in the beginning. This is my 4th playthrough, and I platinum it. So not so much now. I wasn't willing to take risks at the beginning, but now I am. Compared to that game, I feel a little bit more on edge and stuff. I would replay both of them for sure. I'm going to give this one a 9.3. Almost a 9.5. And that's for the main reason that there's a lot of claustrophobic areas. I'm not claustrophobic, but because they're so thin, narrow, and small, there's not much you could do. You will definitely get trapped in them a lot. Like that admin area with Chica, I don't like how tight quarters it is. Obviously, it's meant to be stealthy and quick, but also very careful. I don't like it. I think it should have been more open, so I had a better chance of beating it easier. I get the reason why it's there. I just do not like that. And then that dark area with the freaking white tiger. Fuck that. Yeah, that. Every single time I went to that, I was like, man. I did better this time compared to my other playthroughs, but still, like, nah. Yeah, and I love the Mimic. I never expected the Mimic to get, like, a backstory kind of thing going on. So that I appreciate as well. Really? Are you really gonna mess with me? Okay, my little kitten is about to mess with my older kitten, and there's about to be a war in this freaking world. Come on, dude. Really? But yeah, 9.3. I did platinum this game. I did not platinum Security Breach yet. I got all the trophies for Ruin DLC. I think I'm missing like 5 for Security Breach, but who knows, if I'll probably get there eventually. The platinum experience was fairly simple. So if you're trying to platinum it, don't worry. It's not hard. Just do the norm. Do all the 3 endings. You might miss the collectibles, not gonna lie. But those are only like 3 trophies. You might as well go like follow like a walkthrough. If you care about the platinum. If you don't, I still recommend doing it. It's not hard. If you're gonna play the game, just follow a playthrough of how to do it to grab the collectibles. It's not hard. There are a couple sequences that are harder than others, but like it's so worth it because you get a platinum at the end, right? So and you feel that sense of accomplishment. But yeah, 9.3 out of 10. Really, really fun game. Definitely gonna play it again on my own when I get bored. And I just want to replay something scary. Like I do it with a lot of scary games. I do it with Resident Evil and a lot of other scary games. I go back and replay them, even if I've platinumed it or beat it about a million times. But yeah, 9.3 out of 10. And Security Breach, when I played it, it was like, what, an 8.5? I think it's probably a little bit higher for me now with the Ruin DLC. It's probably about a 9. But yeah, this game, I enjoyed it so much compared to Security Breach. Not saying Security Breach was less fun. It was probably just as much fun. But I think this one does horror better. And I'm all for it. And also, they died down the animatronics. They can't go through those doors that open automatically for you. Whereas in Security Breach, they could, which was very effing annoying. They fixed that in this, and they kind of died it down. For anyone who liked it, cool. I do not like that. I like my safe space. My safe spots. And I had a lot more safe spots in this game compared to Security Breach. So that's a plus for me, and I appreciate that. So, speaking of which, and speaking of Resident Evil, Since I'm not doing Mind's Eye until they fix that thing, this is, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone is expecting this is probably it for content. No, it's not. So it is for new games, but I have other plans because I figured I went through my channel to see what I've played and what I haven't played, and I see that I haven't done Resident Evil 7 on my channel when I thought I did, which is crazy. I did Village, I did Resident Evil 2 Remake, 3 Remake, 4 Remake, the old 4. I think I did 5 and 6 way back when I first started my channel. But I haven't done 7. So in preparations for Resident Evil 9 or Resident Evil Requiem that comes out next February 26th. Why do I remember that date? Yeah, but in preparation for that, I do want to do Resident Evil 7 on my channel. However, that's not till February. So I might wait. I want to do it just to get out of the way, right? And I do love that game, so I can't wait to hop back in that and share that with you. But because that's so far away, I think I might save it till there's like no content. However, if I can get it out of the way, I want to. So I have 3 games I want to do. Obviously, I want to do Resident Evil 7 Biohazard with the DLC. But yeah, I want to do the Resident Evil 7 with the Not a Hero DLC because that's the only story DLC. The others are kind of story Easter egg-ish, but I don't really care about that. Like there's the card game with Lucas, which I do not care about, and then I might play the Zoe DLC. I love that DLC as well. But yeah, basically I want to do that game as completion as I can. Just for the channel to prepare for Resident Evil 9. And then who knows, I might redo Resident Evil Village, like a revisit before RE9 or Resident Evil Requiem. But yeah, I want to do 7. I want to do Fairy Tail 2 since it's pretty slow now until July. And another game I want to do is Black Ops 2 since they just announced Black Ops 7, and it's I don't know if it's a sequel or a remake of of Black Ops 2, which is my favorite Black Ops, and I think a lot of people's favorite Black Ops. Zombies was amazing. The story was really amazing. There was multiple different endings in it, and I love the multiplayer and the camo. So Black Ops 2, best Black Ops ever. So I want to do Black Ops 2 for you guys. I want to do Resident Evil 7. I want to do Fairy Tail 2. The order I do it, I don't know yet. Like I said, Resident Evil 9 does not come out to February 26th of next year. So I might push that if I have to. Like, I want to do all 3 before July. If I can't, then Resident Evil 7 is definitely waiting till it's dead again, because that doesn't come out till February. And then the new COD will probably come out in October, let's be honest, right? So I do want to get that out of the way. And Fairy Tail 2 I've been procrastinating on. I didn't get it last year in December when it came out. And I didn't get it till February. And then I've been trying to play it till February, but stuff has been coming out. So now that it's slow, I think the next thing we're going to play is Fairy Tail 2. Also because that's very short. From what I heard, it's really short. Like, you can finish that game in 10 hours. Unless you're trying to platinum it and get everything, which I'm not. I'm just trying to beat the story. So I think we might do, starting tomorrow, we're going to do Fairy Tail 2. We're going to beat that. And then when we beat that, depending on how much time we have till July, the first game of July. Let's look it up. I'm going to look it up on my phone so I can let you guys know. The first week of July. I think it's the first week of July. There's like 6 July games, guys. So July is going to be busy for us, which is fine. I don't even know how I'm going to order, like, I don't know how I'm going to manage how the order I'm going to do for those games. So we got Killing Floor 3, July 24th, so that's the end. We don't got to worry about that. Eden Zero is July 12th. Okay, that's like the second week of July. Let's see, the first week of July is next 2 weeks from now will be the 3rd. Damn. Okay, yeah, so that's the second week of July. Eden Zero is the second week of July. What else we got? We got Tony Hawk. That is the first week of July. I think it's a Friday. It's the 7th. Comes out the 7th. No, it's the second week of July. It's a Monday. Okay, well, so that's probably the first one we're going to start, and that's actually good because that one is very short. Those games are so quick to beat that you can grind the crap out of them. Demon Slayer is the end of July. It's July 31st. Because I'm getting the deluxe. The standard is actually August 5th. But F that, right? I think it's going to be... I think the content is going to be Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 Remake, Eden 0, Killing Floor 3, and then Demon Slayer. However, there's Hunter x Hunter as well. That's in July as well. That's July 14th. Okay, so what it's going to be, I already figured out. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, July 7th. Starting July 7th. Then we're going to do Eden 0. That's July 12th. Then we're going to do Hunter x Hunter, Nen Impact. That's July 14th. And then we're going to do Killing Floor 3, which is July 24th. And then July 31st is Demon Slayer 2. So we have all those in July. So, July 7th. From now, how many weeks do we have until then? 1, 2. We have 2 weeks and 1, 2, 3, 4 days. 2 weeks and 4 days. If we can beat Fairy Tail 2 in 4 days, we have 2 weeks to do COD and Resident Evil. Now, I could probably finish both of those in 2 weeks. I think I could finish Call of Duty, honestly, in 2 days, guys. Just doing the story is like a 2-day thing. I could finish it in 1 day, but it's going to be a long-ass stream, so I want to do it in 2 streams, so I could finish it guaranteed in 2 days for you guys. And that leaves me with a week and 5 days. A week and 5 days I can finish Resident Evil. However, and that's a big however, I would like to also play some of the multiplayer, even if it's with bots, so you guys who haven't experienced Black Ops 2 ever can understand why I love it so much, and why a lot of people love Black Ops 2 so much, right? The camos, the maps, and then possibly speculate what we could see return from that game in Black Ops 7. And I do want to play some of the zombies. Maybe not all the zombies maps, and if we do, we'll play 1 or 2 rounds of each zombie map. So I don't want to just do the story and be like, alright, that's it, guys. I want to hype myself up and anyone who's excited for Black Ops 7. For me, I don't know about a lot of people who are still into COD or who aren't, but for me, Black Ops 2 is when I went full into Call of Duty. I started with Call of Duty before Black Ops 2. I think my first Call of Duty was World at War. But Black Ops 2 was the one where I was like, okay, every Call of Duty I have to get. Because that game was just so, first of all, so ahead of its time. And funny enough, it actually takes place in 2025, which is what we're in now. So it's kind of perfect, right? And it's such a beautiful game, right? So that game got me fully into COD, like devoted. And here I am, years later, lots of years later, still playing every COD as it releases, whether it's multiplayer or just the story, or just the co-op mode, which is zombies or whatever. Some are good, some are bad, right? But when it comes to every Black Ops game, despite the problems, I always love them. I can't say the same for any other CODs. They make COD exactly what I fell in love with, and that's a great story. Fun, wacky camos, which I know some people don't like it. It's not realistic anymore. We got rainbow camos and purple camos and see-through camos. I get it, guys. I do. You can't use them in the story, though, so it is kind of realistic. When it came to COD, the story was realistic and so was the multiplayer. The story is still realistic, though, so I don't know why you guys are complaining. At this point, from the day one, it's a game. Yes, it was a game based off of wars and stuff, which it still kind of is. And it's wacky now. But that doesn't make it a bad game. If you want realistic warfare, I hate to say it, but I've said it from day one, play Battlefield. Battlefield has always stuck close to realistic warfare. However, I fell in love with COD because of its great stories, great co-op content, which is mostly zombies. I love zombies to death. If COD suddenly stopped making Call of Duty zombies, I would be very sad. But I love that, and I love the intertwining stories and everything, like the guns and stuff. The camos, wacky or not, the Mastercrafts, the Tracer packs. I know there's so many of them, but I have every Tracer pack to ever exist. I love them. They're cool. They make the game more fun for me. Yes, I'm spending real money and I'm giving it to a company, but I don't care because I have the money to spend. It's not a big deal to me. If I didn't have it, I wouldn't get it. But I do, so I'm gonna get it. You know, so it's to each their own. But that isn't what makes the game fun. The campaign is good for me. I like the multiplayer for the most part, and I love the guns, and I love the co-op content. That is what makes COD good for me. So when someone says COD is dead, no, it's not. It's the #1 seller every year. Come on, guys. You know this. Just don't want to accept it. But anyways, yeah, I want to relive that game again before Black Ops 7. And I kind of don't want to wait till Black Ops 7 is really close to launch. I want to do it now. Black Ops 2 is so near and dear for me. It's kind of like Naruto for me, where I feel like no anime can beat it. I feel like no Call of Duty game could beat Black Ops 2 for me. I will admit, Black Ops 3 did zombies a huge lot. Like, to the point where people love it. I'm not going to say it did it better, because I disagree. I do like the maps a little bit more, some of them. But I'm fine with the OG Black Ops 2 maps. The only map I don't like in Black Ops 2 is Mob of the Dead. I do like Blood of the Dead from Black Ops 4 better, though. I like that map better than Mob of the Dead. It's basically Mob of the Dead, just like more open, which is better for me. I don't like that it's just in a jail. I like that you have the jail and the outside in Blood of the Dead. Like, I don't know. It's just a preference for me. And I love the Easter eggs and the weapons and stuff more in Black Ops 4, so it makes that Blood of the Dead easier compared to Mob of the Dead, where I hate that the police guy, I forgot his name, Brutus. I hate Brutus, but he's easier to deal with in Black Ops 4 with the Blood of the Dead. Nevertheless, such a great game, and I don't think anything could top it. That's just me, right? So I am biased when it comes to Black Ops 2, but I'm not the only one. You know how many people I've seen talk on the internet and during streams of COD, and they're like, man, Black Ops 2 was peak. We haven't got that since. Everything after Black Ops 2 has either been a hit or a miss, and it still has, if it was a hit, it still didn't compare to Black Ops 2, and I was like, so I'm not the only one that thinks that, you know? And yeah, Black Ops 2 is definitely goated. But yeah, I want to relive that. I want to do Resident Evil 7 in preparations for Resident Evil 9 or Requiem. And I want to do Fairy Tail 2. So as far as it goes, we're going to do Fairy Tail 2. We're going to see how long it takes us. We'll do COD after. And if we have enough time, we'll do Resident Evil 7 and the DLCs. So stay tuned for all that. We still got that this month. And then July, I already listed the games. There's like 6 games. They're going to be packed. August has a couple. Right now, it's Lost Suicide, which got delayed from the end of May to now August. And it's Gears of War Reloaded. Gears of War, it's basically Gears of War 1 remade for, I guess, the best higher consoles now. And now it's on PS5. And that's another series like Call of Duty that I absolutely love to death. And even though I wish we had Gears of War 1, 2, and 3, because 3 is my favorite, and especially the multiplayer for 3, Thrash Ball map is my favorite. Oof. I can't wait till we get like a remake of that, but really excited for Gears of War Reloaded. I haven't got the beta. I haven't been able to play the beta, but I've seen people play it and have so much good things to say about it, especially the people on PS5. I knew this was going to happen. All those PlayStation people that are like, nah, we don't want any Xbox games because they're not going to do well on the console. We don't care. They're dookie, right? Oh, they're dookie. Why is Gears of War Reloaded the most pre-ordered and most excited, hyped game for this year so far that has come out? If you go on the store right now, I just heard it like last week. It is the most pre-ordered game on PS5 right now, as of now. That's crazy. An Xbox exclusive game that is now coming to PlayStation is the most pre-ordered game on PlayStation right now. Just think of that, guys. And we already know how Forza Horizon 5 did, which was another Xbox exclusive on PlayStation. It blew the numbers away. Yeah, you want to know why? I'm sorry, I love you, PlayStation, but Gran Turismo sucks dookie ass. And Need for Speed is also on Xbox, so it's not enough to keep your system hyped. Forza Horizon is amazing because it's a racing game all over the country. It's not just stuck on a track. Nobody wants to play racing games just on a track anymore. It's boring. It's boring. You can do weather effects. You can add wacky shit. It's boring. I don't want to be on a track. I want to be able to go into the dirt. I want to be able to run off the track. I want to be able to go over hills, jump buildings, I don't want just track racing. Forza Horizon is my favorite racing game besides Need for Speed because of that. It's taken us to Mexico, Australia, the rainforest, I think London, so many great environments. I can't wait for it to come to Japan, but like, it's such a great series. And even Need for Speed is, it's iffy nowadays, you know, it's a hit and miss depending on the games they make, but the old Need for Speed were good. There was an old racing game called Split Second that it did something. It's on PC if you want to check it out. It's $20. It's an older game. It released on the 360, but it was one of my favorite racing games as well, and we only got one game for it. It was like a regular racing game, not really on a track, but in a city, and the track was the city, which is better than just seeing grass, a track, and walls, right? There was buildings and stuff, and instead of having NOS, when you built your meter, it looked like a NOS meter, but it wasn't. Instead of using NOS, it would do an area effect to the map. It would shake the map, or an explosion would happen, or a plane would crash into a building, and it would change the whole map. So you would have to get used to the map all over again, because the map was new. And that would activate if you use 3 of your bars. If you use 1 of your bars, it could just immediately knock somebody out of the race, and you could pass them, and they would be behind you. If you use 2 of them, it would knock 2 people out. It would do an environmental destruction, like some barrels would roll in because a plane would drop them or a car would drop them, and they'd be explosions, and when they hit the cars, it'd explode the car. Like, it was really freaking unique, and I still love that game. I have it on PC, but I haven't seen it remade or anything. It was so good for its time, and it's still fun to play. But I haven't seen anything like that either. And I like innovation in racing. That's what keeps it fresh and fun. But right now, the only one that's doing innovating and fresh stuff for racing is Forza Horizon. So of course it blew up on PlayStation. And of course Gears of War is blowing up on PlayStation. It's a new shooter online, and it plays well. It's smooth. People who didn't get to play it on Xbox, they're experiencing it now on the PlayStation console. In a really good look. It's been remade, and it's the first game, and if that does well, which by the numbers it is, we're going to get the 2nd and 3rd and possibly the 4th and 5th come over. They don't need to really be remade. They look really good now as just ported over. Like, it's huge. This is huge. And then all the other people saying, nah, Halo ain't going to do well on it. Bull crap. If Forza Horizon and Gears of War are doing great on PlayStation, Halo is going to blow up people's PlayStation consoles. So don't even get started with that. That's a whole nother discussion. But yeah, I'm excited for Gears of War Reloaded in August, and then Lost Soul Asylum. I think that's the only thing in August. So August, we go from a July month of like 6 games to August for 2, which is kind of good because we're not finishing all 6 of those in August. And then September is kind of filling up. There's like 4 or 5 games now for that. And October is now to 3. It's filling up. So definitely a lot of content. And November now has Pokemon, I think. So yeah, we are picking up for gaming, and I can't wait to share all that with you guys. I can't wait for you guys to follow me on this journey. We now finished Secret of the Mimic. We can now move on to Fairy Tail 2 as our next playthrough. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.